But let me know if you guys can hear me. But oh my God, I'm telling you guys, it's always something. It's always something. But we're here. How's everybody doing? Let's see. How's everybody doing? I wanted to do it earlier because I didn't want it to overlap with Honda Vlogs, which is one of the channels that I kind of wanted to bring attention to you guys, especially you Honda heads that really enjoyed. How's everything? If you guys enjoy Honda, then you should definitely um, connect or at least show some support to Christian over in Honda Vlogs, just because the guy's a straight out Honda head. He loves Hondas. He loves interacting with people that that like Hondas and just brainstorming ideas. And lately he's been doing just more of live streams as opposed to his recaps. But it's actually pretty cool because you get to interact with him, ask questions. And he's a pretty smart dude. So I definitely recommend you guys kind of tuning in. And like I said, I wanted to do it earlier, so it would be from 5 to 5:45, and then you guys can go and tune in with him. Can you guys hear me? Anybody out there? Yeah, it's I just like I said, I spent the last 45 minutes figuring out a problem that I caused. I got a little bit upset with myself, and I started pressing all these different buttons, and so for about 25 minutes, I didn't have a mouse. So fun times, but hola, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Samuel? Escucha, Samuel? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You should be able to pick him on mic now. Give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down. Yes, no, maybe so. It's always weird having to talk to a screen and then waiting for, somebody to tell me like, yes, we can hear you, or no, we can't. So if you guys can or can't. Wi-Fi del dólar, Simón, te escucho fine. No, no es Wi-Fi del dólar. Well, actually, probably it is. It's Wi-Fi del dólar. I don't know. My computer just keeps resetting, and then I have to, every single time I record something, I have to reset. So like for the Washington talks, thank you, someone. For the Washington talks, I do it from the mic. I do the voiceover, just because it's so much easier than to be talking to the microphone as I'm washing the car. But every single time I have to keep checking that the audio works. So thank you, Samuel. Thank you, Logan. Thank you, Ramon, earlier for coming in. Just kind of want to, open up this space to any questions you guys may have. I wanted to do the live sessions more regularly Monday and Wednesdays, but I guess it once a year. And it's not cool. It wasn't COVID. I know for a fact. My wife keeps telling me that it was, but I don't think it was. And I always get sick once a year, and that was it. And it kind of dragged on for about 3 weeks to a month. And I just didn't feel like coughing and being, here on live. But thank you, Samuel. Always super supportive. Much love all the way to Texas, where you tune in from. You're always super supportive, man. I hope the Prelude is doing well. I hope you liked the last Prelude video that we brought you guys. But anyways, yeah, man. I mean, just kind of want to step in here and just want to have a little chat with you guys and see how you guys are all doing. I know it's been a rough, it's been a rough year, but we're coming close to the end of it, and hopefully we can kind of step away from it. And just kind of wanted to, before we go into any Q&A or anything like that, I wanted to share some YouTube channels. Again, for me, it's about sharing my the platform with all of you. Let me know if I'm doing it right. I'm always doing this thing wrong. But the first one I wanted to share with you guys is Moises Robles. Moises Robles has an Accord CB7. Congratulations, man. 2,000 subscribers. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of dedication. I know that you're not uploading as regularly just because, life gets on the way and things like that. This morning before I went to work, actually, I was watching that video, which is pretty rad. The fact that you went with your buddy, you guys are getting dyno the little H, and it was about 220, I think that's what it was making. 230. Wow. So definitely pretty cool channel that you guys should definitely check out. Like I said, Moises Robles, super cool guy, one of the cleanest CB7s out there, and the guy's super mellow. And just kind of wanted to share that video in this channel with you guys once again. Moises Robles. The next channel I wanted to share with you is the homie Easy. Why the homie Easy? Because he is finally getting back into the groove of things. Sorry about the audio. He's finally getting back into the groove of things. He was going through, just life. He was enjoying life, going to Vegas, partying it up, got a truck, just personal stuff with his dog, and it kind of sucks. And I'm so sorry because Chubbs just turned 13 years old, and you guys know how much I love my little dog Chubbs, and he's my son. He's his little boy, and so big thumbs up to Izzy for getting back into the realm of things. Man, it's a lot of work on this car, and he's still not done. I think the fabrication for the plumbing, he's gonna go back and redo it, power coat it. So that car is moving. I think he needed 2 or 3 little more things so it can get dyno, it can get tuned, and then he should be ripping it up. And hopefully everything goes well. He gets to enjoy it. Honestly, it's just it's one of those things where like you have done all the work yourself, man. Very proud of you. And by the way, he's also collaborating with let me show you guys since we're here. Enjoy Life Drive Slow. And Enjoy Life Drive Slow is a Instagram page that does photo shoots, does cars and coffees and things like that. And the homie Izzy, the one with the this YouTube page, he's collabing with Enjoy Life Drive Slow, and so Izzy's doing the photo, the video part aspect, and then Enjoy Life Drive Slow has a blog where you're able to read the different features. And obviously the feature for the last car that they're working on is not up here. This one doesn't have a video, it's just a hatchback. But then you have other homies like Sick Ass Lee or Buddy Nick with the Prelude. They made videos for those. So obviously you guys can see amazing pictures, cool stories. Definitely recommend. Check them out when you get a chance. And then last but not least for this section, the lowrider culture. As some of you guys may or may not know, this is actually my actual brother, and he's one of the most shy persons you can, I guess, imagine. And the fact that he's taking the time to actually do all this, it's pretty dope. Pushing the limits, it's very, very, very similar to Automotive Anatomy, but in the lowrider show. So if any of you guys are actually interested in lowriding and the details that comes with it, it's pretty insane. Let me see if I can get that image where the paint they added, look right there, they added like water spots or water, just details on the paint as if it was water drops. And I'm just like, damn, like the level of work on these cars is superb. And obviously hydros, juice, I mean, that's a whole different animal, not gonna lie. So check it out. Like I said, the lowrider culture, he's at 644 subscribers. He's putting in the work. One thing that has allowed my brother to interact with a whole bunch of other people, and the fact that he just started that journey, just wanted to get to know different people, push himself to be able to interview and things of that nature. He's been able to interact with a whole bunch of people. And so big shout out to the lowrider culture for pushing himself, and kind of the message that I'm trying to send to you guys: push yourselves. I mean, there's so many people out there that you guys want to do something, but I don't know what's keeping you from doing it. The laziness, let's be honest, or the thing that people are going to judge you, and et cetera, et cetera. And so I'm just saying is do something that you're passionate about, be happy, and honestly, it's really super rewarding. That's all I can say. You guys see me, when you guys see me in a car with somebody that sometimes I just barely met the first time, I'm smiling because it's pretty surreal that I get to have that opportunity, that builders like yourselves are allowing me to get to know the story, and I get to enjoy that awesome car that you've built. And for you guys, it's a 20-minute video, but for me, it's just about the experience. And I think that's the pretty cool thing for me, that I'm able to experience all of that. What's up, Rob? You keep changing your logo, man, your avatar. But yeah, it's exciting. And by the way, being able to connect with you guys. Échale ganas, compa. Congrats, Cali Life. ¿Qué pasó, loco? Thank you, man. Thank you. Honestly, it's all you guys. Nothing special about me. I will be telling you guys that I will be doing some stuff to my Accord. And CB7 Mata, actually, that's a homie. It's funny enough that you put it. He's gonna be the one who's gonna be doing some stuff to it. So follow my homie CB7, CB with like B as in Bruno on Instagram, and you can be able to see that he does amazing work. Chubbs, yes, Chubbs just turned 13, like I mentioned. I'm a proud father of a teenager. He is a teenager. For those who may not know, Chubbs is my little dog, but he's like a little human to me, and I actually like, dogs more than I like people. I said I don't care. Put it on record. Speaking of which, let me share my screen again. What's up, Jay-Z Chris? For those who may not know, we do have to bash him a little bit. I'm not even gonna. Did you change your? Let me see if I can find you through EG Chris. We have to bash him just because we're Honda hits. The homie EG Chris. I haven't seen his new video. I know he did a review on his new car. I've been caught up with some other stuff, so I do apologize, Chris. But the homie Chris was building, as you guys can tell, a badass. He built a K series EG. He built like EK K series budget. But he sold it. He sold it, and it's okay, guys. We all go through different stages, and hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But he came back at it with another amazing build, Jay-Z, one Jay-Z, and I'm pretty rad to see what he's gonna do with it. Again, I found him through the Honda world, and I was really, to be honest with you, kind of looking forward to one day being able to go and interview you. It didn't happen on the Honda, but you never know. It might make it happen under the Toyota Soarer. I can't even pronounce it. But if you guys want to follow that channel, here it is, Jay-Z Chris 92. Like I said, you gotta get some hate from us first, man. We're Honda heads, and so, but I know you're gonna do amazing things with that, so I'm not even tripping. I think that's gonna be ultimately another fun project, and it's definitely gonna push you to your limits. I don't know how much you know about the one Jay-Z. Maybe if I listen to the video, I'm gonna get a little bit of an idea if you're completely new to it, or I mean, you're a pretty good ass mechanic, so I don't think you're gonna have an issue with that. But yeah, good job on that, and keep at it. Hydraulics, hell yeah. I think if I ever own a lowrider, I definitely have to go juice, just because my homie 64_Steve on Instagram, he would not let me put bags on a lowrider inspired build, and he would just be like, nah. What's up? Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. What's your channel's bro's channel called? Is the Lowrider Culture, no space, the Lowrider Culture. But anyways, I mean, if you guys have any questions regarding some of the latest interviews, I know we had the Integra interview yesterday, and then we had the Honda Fit before that. And the Honda Fit, I was super excited about. I saw it the first time at the Chronicles Cars and Coffee, and I walked by and I was like, what the hell, man? At the time, the hood was closed. I didn't even know it was K-Series. I just love the Fit, man. Love the stance. And you guys know I'm a sucker for Honda Fits. Preferably, I think, first generation, but just Honda Fits in general. I think they're pretty badass. And yeah, later on, I found out it was a Honda K-Series. It came out in Sticky Diljo's vlog. I'm gonna be honest with you, I saw a little bit, I skimmed through it, mostly because the conversation kind of takes it to their own personal stories, and then somebody else was talking most of the time, and it wasn't even the builder. And I was like, I want to know more about this car. I want to know more about the builder, and kind of the reason why I do the way I do my things, and that's perfectly fine. Joey does what he does, and he does an amazing job at that. And the opportunity came that Stevan was very nice enough to say, yeah, I'll be down to interview. And I think it came out great. I think that I'm very happy with the way it came out. I wish I had better camera, to really do justice to that car. But his garage was amazing. The story was amazing. He's a pretty OG. So yeah. And then with the Integra, I think I was very stoked with Daniel. He was a little bit shy. He's like, man, I didn't even say that many things. And like, it's cool, man. It happens. I know it's a lot for a camera to be in your face, and then for you to be 100% comfortable. So don't worry, be happy. Yeah, definitely. We gotta be always be happy. Funny you touch base on that, Rob. And I'll be very transparent right here. I don't ever want you guys to think that I take anybody for granted, or the YouTube numbers and Instagram media doesn't count. I would be lying to you. I pay attention to that very closely, more than I like to admit. But I'm forcefully trying not to pay attention to it. it's make believe. It really is make believe. It's nothing special. If tomorrow YouTube erases and that's it, like I would start all over again. But just remember, guys, that it's just make believe, and it's just, if you're trying to make something, do it because you're passionate about it. Do it because you really want to interact with people, or just create an art. Um, Honestly, because otherwise, if it's numbers that you're pushing, you're never gonna be happy, because it's infinite. It's just always gonna be infinite. I mean, it's always gonna be um, you know continuing and revolving, and it's crazy. Spike says hi to Chubbs from Riverside. Oh, I can't. I know who I know. I know who you are now. What's up, Pancho? Say hi to Spike for us. I like Spike more than I like you. I like the fact that you created an Instagram based on your dog, and I legitimately, it makes me happy. It makes me happy to see dogs, and see animals in general. Where I live, about 2 miles away, there was big fires, and I always feel bad for the animals. I love how this is an automotive channel. I'm just going back about animals. Um, Hell yeah, Valentina Honda Core. Dude, love it. Coupe or sedan, doesn't matter. They're both boxy. There's so much you can do with this. Just a feel a little bit, aftermarket support, but they don't need much. Lower wheels, doesn't matter. But it's automatic. I talked about it in the last Cars and Coffee, man. If you are that one person who says, "Whoa, your car's automatic, it's super clean," but it's only, who cares, man? Like, I feel like that's just I just dude, just seriously, like, I don't know what to tell you guys. I would even argue that some of the cleanest cars are automatic. Manual's cool, I guess. You got three pedals and whatever. But it's automatic. Well, who cares? If you can do a manual swap, cool. But if not, then if that's your daily, that's your daily. And you have another one that's manual, that's manual. If you don't want to have a manual, it doesn't matter. And I know it's very hard for other people to understand. You have to be very open minded, but it is what it is. I get bored of avatars. I noticed you switched it. Question for you, Rob. By any chance, was it you whose username at one point was the Canadian? I was thinking about that. I wasn't sure if you were the Canadian, since you're from Canada, I assume. Um, First things first says, what's up, bro? Got the manual swap finally done. Congratulations. I know I had been seeing some of your updates, man. How was it? What was the hardest part? I have to drill a new hole for the passenger tranny mount. Hope everything goes well. I think, if I'm not believing, that was your very first time doing it. Bakes up, man. That's all it is. That's all it is. You have to just put yourself out there. That's a conversation I had with my wife. I can't wait to have my own garage, so then I can go and tinker. If I f up or win something, then whatever. I effed up. That's how you get better. The little bit that I know about turning a wrench, which is very little, it's been for me just messing up, and I messed up my cars and things like that. But it is what it is. Dogs are better than people, Logan. Smartest thing I've read the whole week, by far, by far. and I read and I listen to a lot of motivational speakers, but that definitely takes the cake. Alan, what up, man? What's up? What's cracking? Like, and talking about CB7s, super clean Accord Mr. Allen has, and like I said, he 5 lug swap, lower on TL, waffle wheels, looks clean, nothing much. Yeah, I noticed, man. I noticed. It's JC Craze 92, one JZ, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's gonna be so different, but I don't know, man. I think it's cool. It's cool that you're going through different realm of things. If Honda's not their thing right now, maybe you'll come back to it. Maybe one day you're like, damn, I miss that. Maybe I want to go back to those Honda VTEC days, and I'm sure you can go back, no problem. And since you're able to work on things yourself, you're not gonna have any issue. Do you know of any good shifter box for the CD5? I heard you can use our type S shifter box, but does anyone know modification required? What did you swap? Did you end up doing the manual swap for F22, or did you do K? Huh, that's a good question. A shifter box. I mean, you can look into FFC. You can look into, I want to say, the actual shifter assembly. Cheddar. I don't know if you went K or did you go F22. Maybe you can let us know a little bit, and maybe somebody in the chat can give you better answers. Oh, you're a Toyota guy at heart. Oh, that's good. Then it shouldn't be. What are your plans for that car? It's gonna be nuts, man. It's gonna be nuts. What are you saying? If Jay-Z sells tamales, I'll follow him. I'm sure he will. The guy can do it all, man. He did a budget case series coupe, and I can make some tamales. They're probably not gonna be good, but I'm sure it's better than whatever you're having in Texas, man. You gotta come out here to Cali. You gotta come out here to Cali. I bet, Rob. What do you say, Gus? Would it be cool if you go around looking for cars and barns and interviewing the owners? Damn, that'd be pretty cool. I never thought about that. Um, the only thing that I'm thinking about, oh, dude, I never ever thought about that. That's such a good idea. I can't think of any like barn finds around here. Um, where I was living before, which was 2 hours away, it was desert and there was a lot of empty spots and there was a lot of like just cars hanging out. It's just very intimidating to go up to random people and be like, "Hey, man, can I interview in your cars?" They're gonna be like, "Why? Are you trying to get my inventory or I don't know." If I can come up with a way so I can approach people and do that, I'm definitely so down. And I think you're looking for, and then obviously these videos would be for a specific niche, like you, Rob, somebody who just wants to hear a story and doesn't really care for like, graphics and all that BS. You just want to hear a story because I'm the same way. I know you share a few of the barn find videos, and I really enjoy them. Just getting to know the story and history sitting. I'm all for driving the cars, always for driving the cars, but it's cool to have those cars there and just hearing the story. So thank you for the idea. I'm definitely gonna look into it. Okay, for sure. Hello from work. My homie always watching automotive anime from his lunch break. Big props to you, man. I love the fact that you're putting your family first and you're working, and I really appreciate you for tuning in whenever you can. Um, and I really appreciate you. I really, really do, man. Left Facebook recently. I'm happy today. Hell yeah, man. Um, you know what, social media, I'm gonna say, is like money. It's a tool, and you decide how you want to use that tool. If you're in a happy person, logging into social media or having more money is going to make you, I think it's going to amplify that. It's going to, because you're just an unhappy person, you're going to focus on happiness. So if you see somebody else doing well and whatever the case may be, you're just going to focus on how they're doing so much better or worse than you. So I think it's just, it's a tool. It's a tool. And it's a wonderful tool. That's how I'm able to communicate with you guys at the moment. But honestly, at the end of the day, just be yourself. I use social media as a tool more than a social platform, which I know is kind of crazy because you're sort of like, what? You're building a social media platform? If the only time I'm on social media is to find future people I can interview, to interact with the people that I follow and follow me, and answer any questions I can. And then as soon as I do those things, I try to disengage. Because it just is difficult. It's super difficult because I'm a human being, and I see people buying things left and right. And I'm like, crap, I'm on my budget. I'm trying to save money, and I'm trying to do this and X, Y, or Z. I have my goals, and I can buy wheels at the moment. And I see people kind of, it just, buying things left and right. And it's just ultimately, do you focus on your family, be happy, take your time. Everything comes when it has to come. And just, ultimately, like I said, use social media as a tool, not as a way of looking through other people's lives and things like that. Got you streaming the loudspeaker at work. They're gonna fire you, man. And be like, who the hell is that crazy guy just talking about dogs and barn finds and social media? That's funny. It's a coupe. Like it. I love the window, the way they pop out. Can you give Justin a shout out for me on zone 5? Who's Justin and what's zone 5? That's my shout out to you guys. I don't know who that is and what that is. Um, I really don't care what people say. It's a matter. As long as I'm driving, I'm good. Well, it goes back to that. It goes back to build what you like, build it for you. Who cares? Like I said, I told you guys, I sticker bombed the interior of my car. Not proud of it, but I did at the time. I think it was pretty cool. I didn't have money. That was $30 worth of stickers. Was the mods I could afford. It kept me busy. Financially, I was not in a good place at all. I was working at fast food. I was barely gonna start Cal State Fullerton, and I still wanted to tinker with cars. And so I don't know. I thought that was cool, and it kept me busy for one whole day. And looking back, I still wouldn't change it. I still would do it all over again just because it was a cool experience. And at the time, that's all I could afford. Now I can afford a little bit more, but I probably wouldn't do sticker bomb. But if you like into sticker bomb, then do it. Who cares? Buying a CB7 for $1,200. Been trying to buy a year. He finally dropped the price. Damn, for a whole entire year, Logan? Man, you're low balling it, man. For a whole entire year. If it's clean, it's clean. What are the plans for it, man? What are the plans? CB7s are cool, like I said. Super, super cool. So it wasn't you, Canadian. There's a Canadian out there that would be super supportive. When I first started the channel, I would always see his comments. Always, always, always. So big shout out to you. The manage shop is pretty easy now that I finally done it once. Yes, like everything else, man. I think I remember the first time I did a starter on my car. Man, I was so nervous. I'm like, I'm about to break this shit. It's not gonna turn over again. I did it right, and then after that, then I started buying, cheap ass AutoZone starters. That was on me. But then the starter it was just like changing a tire. But yeah, that's usually how it goes, man. You gotta get your hands dirty. Juan, what's up? What's up, Juan? Thank you so much for tuning in, man. I really appreciate you for just kind of stopping by and taking 2 seconds out of your life to just say what's up. And it's pretty rad that you're here with us. So you end up doing with the F22B1. Looking to Cheddar, CHEDDA for the shifter assembly. For cables, I'm not sure what would be. I mean, I don't know what you're trying to accomplish. If you're trying to get like a short shifter, if you're trying to make it really notchy, if you're trying to make it very notchy, get the bushings from FFC, Fat Fork Customs. But what I would say to you, first things first, is go to HondaSociety.com. Just go to HondaSociety.com. All the court stuff. You're gonna have everything there for Honda Accords. In your opinion, what's a good first car? I mean, we've had this discussion before, and it always seems that it goes back to whatever is affordable, and whatever you're willing to wrench. Especially if you're a car dude. I like Hondas. That's just my thing, but doesn't mean that a Subaru can be your first car. Especially if you get one for cheap or you get a hand me down. But if you're gonna go buy out there, your own car, any car can be overheating on you. Doesn't matter if it's Honda or it's not Honda. I think it really comes down to what kind of car you want to be driving. If I could do it all over again, if I was 17, 18, 19, whenever I picked up my first car, I would go with another Honda, and I would just lower and put some wheels. Keep it very nice and simple and clean. And they're easy to work on. I would say Civics are much, much easier to work on than Accords, but that's just my personal opinion. Somebody else can disagree. I don't know. You guys type. What do you guys think is a good first car? We have people whose their first car was a Mustang fastback, not fastback, but a Fox body, sorry, and they loved it. And they're like, it just, gas was crazy. It really, I don't know. I mean, I think for me, it's a Honda, Toyota, Nissan. I like Japanese. They seem to be more reliable, but again, I've heard some Ford Explorers run forever. But if you don't like Ford Explorers, then don't get one. All right. Sorry, I'm going quiet. I got a cramp in my back. How can I get one of your shirts for free? How can you get a shirt for free? I'm actually gonna I'll do a giveaway. How about that? I'll do a giveaway, and I don't know what I'll be asking. One thing that I do want to touch, and not to bash on you first things first, you guys have to understand, like, I'm not making, humongous amounts of money in this whole channel thing. I'll give you as an example, and a lot of us don't like to talk money, but I like when people talk money. I like when they're transparent, and I'll be honest with you guys. Some of the times you guys think like, okay, these guys, putting monetization. There's a lot of things that go with the monetization. Sometimes the average that people look at the videos, how many minutes, all that comes into place, whether you're gonna make some money or not. Sometimes you make some decent money, sometimes you don't. Right now the channel, it's doing fairly well, but again, I purposely go out of my way to not focus on views and money I can create. There's times that I go and I interview somebody and I spend $30 on breakfast. Financially, that's not it's not making sense because I'm losing money on that transaction. I'm losing money the fact that I drove 40 minutes away, gas, SD cards. I'm really trying to just stay afloat, which I have been with YouTube. and the shirts has been a little bit out of my pocket, and really just for me to push myself to be able to sell shirts. And I'm sitting on a few shirts because people don't buy, and that's perfectly fine. What that tells me is just that they don't see my brand to be as important as other things in life. Because let's be realistic, a lot of us, and I've been there. I love a channel, but I still won't buy any products from them, and I don't know why. Maybe because my financial stability is not 1,000%, or just because at the moment you just don't feel like buying, and that's perfectly fine. I'm never gonna. At least I hope, and you guys can correct me. I hope I'm not like shoving like buy a shirt down your throats, because that's definitely not the image that I want from you guys. And that's pretty much kind of the model. But I definitely do appreciate you guys. I definitely will do a shirt giveaway. I might even do a hat giveaway. My hats, they're getting ready. I only did like 10 the first time. They sold one of them. I shipped out, then make it to the destination, so now I'm waiting for another one. So that way we can send that out. Big shout out to Lee for being so patient. But yeah, I'll do a giveaway. How about that? And maybe you can get one there for free. We'll see. I don't know. I gotta come up with the funky way of you guys can getting a free shirt. But honestly, just looking at watching the videos, I really appreciate it, man. That's all I can ask from you. Hola, hola. What's crack-a-lackin'? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. GSR Savage says, "What's up, bro? What's up, man? I really appreciate you tuning in, man. Like I said, I'm assuming you're here because of an Integra at some point. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you put a GSR somewhere. But like I said, big shout out to you guys for always being super supportive. I like the billet shifter box look. Cheddar, check out Cheddar, CHEDDA. They have a billet one. It's a double band, adjustable. Pretty good one. I would definitely recommend that one. Maybe because I may be going with that one myself. I don't know. We'll see. I'm at work. Hopefully I can watch this later tonight. Big shout out to you, man. And if you can, you can. I mean, ultimately, this is just for me to be able to jump in. I've been at it for 30 minutes now. I think I'm going to hop in for 5 more minutes, and then we're going to call it a day, just because I did come in a little bit later than I wanted to. I just kind of wanted to have a face-to-face with you guys and check in. The least I can do, I've been pushing myself to respond to every single comment that you guys leave, is the least I can do. Again, you guys being super supportive, and the community is 98% positive, and that's all I can ask for. And I mean, it's a pretty crazy ride to think that we surpassed 27,000 subscribers today. And honestly, it's just I'm trying to just stay focused on you guys, not even look at that. And it'll be harder as the channel continues to grow. Like right now we have 28 people, freaking random. 28 people are listening to me ramble. It's like the Cars and Coffee. But just know that if I could, I fucking, I would shake everybody's hand and be like, well, not in COVID, right? But virtual shake hands. But just want to say thank you. Just want to say thank you, because that's the least, you guys are amazing. Where the Preludes at in SoCal? The Preludes are hiding. They don't come around. And then when they do, apparently I don't show them. You guys are always bashing me. Oh, you skipped the Preludes. You don't like the Preludes. You guys are just looking for a car that I don't like. Huh? It was the RSX. Now it's the Preludes. I'm going to start skipping over the Civic hatchbacks. Then you're really going to lose your shit. Have a 96, 95 Accord wagon. Hell yeah. Dude, honestly, wagons are sick. I don't know. My wife doesn't like them, but I feel like wagons are sick. Something about wagons, especially the Cadillac CTS or whatever it is, wagon. Just delicious. BMW makes some of the best wagons too, by the way. Mine was 1995 Prelude, and I loved it. Yeah, man. What's up with all you Preludes leaving the Prelude game? Maybe because yes, I didn't want to deal with the curse, huh? At 20, I bought my first car, 1989 E30. I didn't know that, Rob. I know you mentioned you had an E30, but I don't remember it was an M3. Wow. I can't imagine what your insurance was. And I can't imagine you getting rid of it and now thinking like, damn, I should have kept it. Oh, so now this is pretty much answering to the questions of the first car. Anything cheap and easy to build? Yeah, I agree. I think something just maintenance before any modification. My point of view. Mims Honda Day. What's crack a lacking, man? I see that you're trying to do the best you can out there, man. It's difficult, especially with all these, COVID stuff going on. Man, I already put in my bucket list is to make it out to one of your shows out there, and I will make it happen. It will happen. I already put it out there. I'm actually gonna be working on my vision board. Some of you guys may or may not know that I work on a vision board for each year, and I just put pictures and things that I want to accomplish. And I definitely want to do more traveling next year to interview people and moves Honda. I'm not saying that I'm gonna make it to the UK right off the bat, but putting it out there. And I know it's really late to you. I think it's like what 2, 3 in the morning over there. You're freaking crazy, man. I really appreciate you for tuning in, even for just to say what's up. How can I buy one of your shirts? I appreciate it. We do have most videos have been putting the link. It's automotiveanatomy.bcartel.com. You can buy a shirt through there. If you have Instagram, you can send me a DM. I can provide you like a Venmo stuff, and then it's just so much easier. But we do have very limited shirts, and we do have the website is updated. My wife is the one who handles all that stuff. But like I said, I'm more of that anatomy.bigcartel.com. But no rush, dude. Honestly, if you don't like the design, you don't like the design. I might come up with different designs, and maybe actually you guys can give me some ideas on what other shirts I can come up with, because I'm not creative at all. I'll buy a shirt, homie. What's up? ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué onda, man? No, like I said, I don't want to make this into buy shirts and making guilty all of you into buying shirts and hats. Like, if that's the case, I'm going to do these live sessions more often. I'm kidding. Here we go. It's a good question right here. Big shout out to this guy. He's always being super supportive. Out there at Carmi, do you see couples with his and her Hondas? My wife and I have Nigerian Accords. Couples. I can, at the top of my head, I can think of one for sure at the car meets. Cars and Coffee. That's Nick and his girlfriend Daisy. Daisy drives a EJ1. Nick drives a Prelude. They're always together. Badass builders, super cool people. The all other ones I can think of is Amir from RS Future. We did an interview on his K20 swap, and his girlfriend, I think the girlfriend or fiance, Mui, and that's the EK hatchback, which, by the way, it just kind of got a big hump, 180,000 views. And you guys are keeping it very respectful. So I really appreciate all of you. So those are the couples I can think of at the time. Pretty cool, though, that your wife and yourself have Nigerian Accord, just can cruise together, just chill. Man, I wish my wife was like that. I've been watching you for a while now. I enjoy your contact. I really appreciate it, man. Like I said, there's nothing special about me. It's all the dudes that allow me, and the ladies who allow me to get to know their story and share it with you guys. But it honestly, like I said, I'm doing it selfishly for me, to get to know people, to get to know friendships, and then the videos are a bonus for the owners and for you guys. And I do appreciate you guys for tuning in and just checking in and checking it out. And I don't expect you guys to see every single video. Some of you guys do watch every single video, which is kind of crazy. Even if you guys watch it for 2 seconds, I really appreciate you guys for tuning in, commenting, and being like, that helps. Liking the videos help a lot, because it allows it to push further. But again, I'm not trying to be that guy who's just link, like. It just gets old. And I'm also, I don't know how you guys feel about the commercials that I put. I try to put them every 5 minutes. I've been watching some videos that are 10 minutes, and I swear there's like 20 commercials in 10 minutes. I'm like, it's a turn off, man. I don't watch the video. So 6 minutes, 5 minutes if I do. I hope you guys don't feel like it's too much, or I try not to put it like that. I see the channel blowing up soon, though. I think already blew up. That's all I'm gonna say. It already blew up. And what I mean by that is, there's 21 people here right now chatting. That to me is blowing up, man. And numbers are numbers. Like, what do I want 100,000 people who just watch and then dislike and just leave super negative comments? What's the point in that? Logan, thank you so much, man. With your help, we continue to grow. We continue to interact. Really, that's all it is. But here we go. Everyone, subscribe. To who? To Anime Freak? Pirateo una, for those who may not know, that he's gonna pirate one. He's gonna make a copy. ¿De qué vas a piratear una? Let's see what we have. Now have an 89 CRX and a 1991 LX. Dude, honestly, all their cars, they might give you headaches here and there, but it just looks so cool when they just they cruise around, and that's all. That's all you do, man. It's I love seeing older people, even young people, with with 90s, 80s cars. It keeps them alive. Awesome, bro. Can't wait, man. We'll make it happen. Watch. I'm gonna see that Civic in person. Hopefully, I mean, I'm not gonna say hopefully you finish it because you're not, because you're very meticulously taking your time with it, and I love that. But we'll make it happen. Geo Metro, that was your first car, someone? Pretty cool. I mean, it's not my number one choice, but it's a pretty cool car. COVID 20 release 2021. You ain't traveling, homie. Um, yeah, you know, sometimes it's not about the distance that you travel, but even just sometimes even just going 2 hours away, you know, and keeping yourself safe. Number one thing for sure. I definitely have that in the back of my head. Don't think that I don't. I'm just taking it like I don't care about it. I definitely do have it in the back of my head. On a sub that will be direct drop into my 95, what can you advise on which motor will be the most simple to drop in? Now that you did a manual swap and you're trying to get more power, I will definitely, one, go to HondaSide.com. You're going to find all the information. Two, H22 swap seems to be the one to go to. But right now, with a whole bunch of transporting issues, I think it's very hard to get an H22. I could be wrong, but that's what my buddy told me. He's like, it's very hard to find H22 right now. And again, I could be wrong. H22 will be the way. I think it's been done many times. If you want to go crazy with the K series, then that's just a little bit more of a headache, especially with the Accords. But I would think H would be a good, even an H23. But I don't know. Everybody just kind of, I think the H22 would be sufficient. But it really is up to you what kind of power gain are you trying to get. For me, it's always been about reliability. Take your time, enjoy the car while it's manual, and then then you can start thinking about swapping the car. My personal opinion, but you can do whatever you want. Yes, my wife has 2002 Camaro Super Sport, and I got a 93 EG hatch. Interesting. That's pretty cool. I wonder how she feels about the EG. Does she like it? And she's just been a muscle type of person. Dope. I like it. Okay. Commercials. I had ad block. Love it. You, hey, if you're paying for that service or you're not, it's cool. I don't trip. You gotta do what you gotta do. Probably the last three questions or the last three comments. Yo, thanks for putting in the DB chassis. About time they get love they deserve. It's appreciated. Ugly ass cars is why they never get love. I'm kidding. I love those cars. They definitely grew on me. The DA and the DB were not the top cars that I would think of, especially with the Integra. Just having the ITR and that generation there, it just grabbing so much attention that the DA DB for me was always like the forgotten Integra. But they're so badass. They're amazing. Obviously, it shows by the views on the latest issue by Daniel. Amazing car, super. They don't need much. Him and Raul's DA just lower. I mean, it helps that they have fresh paint jobs, but just lower wheels, SSR's wheels or something like that, and it's just minty fresh. And to this day, those are my favorite OEM seats, the DA ones. I don't know what specific trim, but I just like the way they feel, the way they look. So definitely, we should be having a sedan, a DB8. I think it's DB8. I don't know if that's a different trim, but yeah, we have a sedan Integra coming up by the homie El Nestorin. He drove all the way from San Diego to meet me up in Corona. That's about an hour and a half to kind of close to 2 hour drive just to have a chat with me. And I can appreciate that. Guy was super funny. And I think hopefully you guys can see that through the interview that we were just, we're talking like we knew each other for a long time. And then afterwards we had breakfast and we just BS the whole time. So I hope you guys definitely enjoy that. And then thanks, bro. Love your advice and motivation. I'll get my car up to par with yours one day. Dude, you haven't seen my car. You don't want to see my car. It's whack. Pictures do justice to people that their cars don't look nice. My car is automatic. It's nothing special. My distributor, my cap, has a big crack. Yeah, long story. That's a story for next time. Speaking of Nestorin, here he is. Nestor, saca las chichis. I read it, saca las chelas, the beers. No, the chichis, no. Those are mindful. Again, I met up with this guy and I just started talking to him like I knew him for years. And he brought me Mexican candy, so I destroyed that candy already, man. I want some more. We're gonna make it happen again. I gotta go down. So I haven't started on your video, Nestor. I'm gonna start it maybe tomorrow or today, depends on what I'm up to with the family. I'm gonna go for a walk right now. Um, I'm excited about that one as well. I was looking over some over the footage yesterday, and just it's fun, man. I love it. I love it. So thank you so much, man, for making time for me. And two more, and then we call it a night. The channel is badass. Night rides for sure. Hell yeah, nice rides, man. Man, every single car has its own particular characteristic, and I'm not always looking for the ones with the more shiny paint. Stop putting comments. I saw that thing go up really fast. Uh, it's not about sorry, it's not about like the shiniest paint job, but it really just the story behind it. And I try to get cars that are very nice looking. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it because obviously you guys have seen the channel. It's just a way of motivating other people. So definitely. Got to go, Juan. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Dun, dun, dun. Noah, always showing mad love. Always somebody's commenting, why is he yelling? His keyboard broke, people. Let it be. My wife, oh my gosh, is an automotive anatomy. You were in the room doing your little exercise just 2 seconds ago. Talk to you later, Gus. Rob. See you later, Rob. I really appreciate you. No worries, pariente. Yeah, dude, we talked like if we knew each other. Yeah, we talked like you owe me money. I don't know what I'm saying. You're a really good editor, dude. Thank you. It's very simple. And if anybody's wondering what I use, Hit Film for Express, the free version. Like I said, Hit Film, the 4 Express, and they only ask you for an email, and that's it. You can just download it. Because I already get enough of you yelling at me at home. And the last but not least, Ivan. Hopefully you can come down to Chihuahua, Mexico, man, with all these gets back to normal. Simon, I will definitely make it out. I was in Juarez this time, like 2 weeks this time last year, for other reasons. And I'm not gonna lie, it was a little sketchy, but obviously that I didn't know anybody out there. I was handling some business, but now if I know you, then I'll be down to make the trip. Obviously, we gotta get this thing to kind of chill and relax and keep it under control. But I definitely wanna, like I said, I'm working on my vision board starting today, and we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna travel, and we're gonna go to these different spots, and you guys are gonna know when you guys see me, pull up with a new interview, and it's like, damn, these dudes in San Francisco, these dudes somewhere else. Like, we're gonna make it happen. For now, as always, we go for the car, we stay for the person. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Much love. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Don't think about it like, oh, 4 more days till Friday. Hell no, man. Enjoy every single day. Every single day is important. Do something amazing. Do something rad, and just be happy. Ultimately, you are your own rival, like my homie Gabe says. You are your only competition. Don't look at anybody else. Just do you, man. So much love to everybody, all 20 plus people that tune in, and can't wait to catch you guys. I'll do another live stream now that I feel better, and we'll get this on a more regular basis, and you guys can come up with some questions. Great questions, by the way, today. I'm sorry if I skip over your comment. I'm just trying to do all this